What is going on, everybody? It's Nothing But Skills here, and today we're going to be talking about some good news that we finally found out about Title Update 10, with a lot of you guys have been asking me. A lot of you guys have been asking me, when does this come out? So we found out the release date for that. We also found out the release date for Season 2, because it's been a little bit since Season 1 got extended, so it's about to end. So Season 2, we found out the Season 2 release date, and then we got a time frame for when the raid is going to come out. But who better to tell us than Yannick, the Associate Creative Director? So let's listen to him.
Everybody now is working on our next big milestone, which is Title Update 10. This update will come with Season 2, finally our new raid, Operation Iron Horse, but also a general pass on the game. This pass is focused on two things. One, it's quality, so that means a lot of bug fixes. And two, it's what we've been calling generosity. So that includes difficulty, player power, and rewards. All of this will come out on June 16th, so that's the release date for Title Update 10. Then 1 week later, on June 23rd, will be the beginning of Season 2. After that, in beginning of July, we will make the raid, Operation Iron Horse, available to all level 40 players. So that should give you a bit of time between the release of TU10 and the opening of the raid in order to get ready.
So there you have it. Title Update 10, which is a free title update, comes June 16th. And this was the target focus of this title update, was for the health of the game. And what they mean by that is the loot generosity, the player power, the overall experience. So in overall, they want you to feel like grinding is worth it. It's not a waste of time. They wanted your gear to feel powerful. They wanted the game to feel more balanced, and they wanted you to feel like you were having a fun experience while playing the Division 2. And they felt that some of the difficulties were a little unbalanced. They wanted to tweak that. They felt that sometimes when you're grinding, you're wasting your time. They wanted to balance that. And if you watched any of my Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 PTS videos where I talk about the changes that they did, well, you would have known that they have a lot of new things coming. They also have some new gear. So that is something to look forward to coming in Title Update 10. Now remember, Season 2 drops June 23rd, but we should get the patch notes this Monday for Title Update 10 prior to the launch of Title Update 10 on June 16th. June 23rd, we have Season 2, which new Manhunt, 12 weeks of events, and then a new reward track. And then they said, he mentioned in the video, July is when the new raid should be dropping. So that's going to be an 8-player challenge, level 30 and level 40 versions of that. So if you don't have Warlords of New York, you will still be able to play this raid, which is kind of cool. And then there are going to be exclusive rewards. We know there are 2 exclusive exotics. I believe there is exclusive gear set tied to the raid too. And remember, if you don't have Warlords of New York, you still can play the level 30 version of this. So don't feel like you're missing out if you don't have Warlords of New York and feel like you have to go out and buy it to play the raid. Now, he does go into a little bit more detail on what is going to be coming with Season 2, what's going to be coming with Title Update 10, what's coming with the new raid. So let's listen to what he had to say.
Then we have a new global event coming with this season. So we're going to be rotating with some of the global events from Season 1, but we're also adding a new one, global event. It's going to be pretty cool. There's a bunch of new items. We have new exotics. We have a new gear set. We have a new brand.
Slow down. So a new exotic. There's a revolver, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to pull that up right now because it is super cool looking. Let's take a look at that new exotic revolver. I love that one. It's very, very cool. So people can expect that coming. Yep. We have a new gear set coming in Season 2. I'm going to pull that up right now. Man, that's very pretty looking.
Yeah.
I mean, anything with a rat on it, like that revolver, I'm super into. Rats are cute, man. All right. What else can people expect? Obviously, that's not everything that's coming, and I don't have screenshots of the other exotic just yet.
Yeah. No, and people are pointing out that this is a raid exotic. Could be. I can't remember which ones are in the raid and which ones are in the season.
Okay.
But so we have some that are with the season. And yes, this is the list that I gave here is not including the raid rewards.
Yeah.
So the Regulus itself, that revolver, is in fact related to the second raid. So it is a raid exotic.
Yeah.
Nice. So here on my list, with a new global event, I see new exotics and gear sets. 2 exotics for that, 1 gear set and 1 brand set. We have new leagues. We have a new skill variant, the healing trap. With Raid 2, and we'll talk a little bit about dates in a second, but there's 2 exotics for the Raid and 2 gear sets. So in TU10, including the Raid, that would mean 4 exotics and 3 gear sets, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Raid. And I have a nice picture to bring up of the Foundry. What can you tell us in terms of when people can expect it? I don't think have a release date today. What's the latest on that?
No. So it's gonna be coming. It's gonna be coming soon. We don't have a date to give just yet. In the video, I say, I think I say something, but it's.
I think you say early July.
I say early July, but it might be proven to be wrong. So at the moment, we're just saying soon.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We'll be giving you a date really soon.
So one thing you have to remember is that season 2 is free. They do have a premium track that I think it's like $5. I want to say, don't quote me on that. And that's if you want extra rewards. But everything is free with season 2 except if you want those extra rewards. So there's a premium track, and you get everything you get in the season 2 track. It's just you get those extra rewards. So it's pretty much double of everything. So it's kind of cool if you guys are looking at doing that. But yeah, the season 2 itself is 100% free. Now, if you want that premium track, well, that will cost. I think it's $5. And they also talk about the raid. There is no matchmaking for some of you guys who were wondering about that. And this is what he said.
And to players asking about matchmaking, no, we are not changing the matchmaking rules for Raid 2. So there will be no matchmaking for Raid 2. So you better get started now on trying to build your teams.
Cool.
We still believe that this is the best experience, and matchmaking will not necessarily be a great experience for Raid.
And then they get into the sources of the new exotics. So where you guys can acquire these exotics. And that's something that a lot of people had questions about, because we do know 2 come from the raid, and then the other ones come from, well, let's find out what he had to say.
Yep.
Perfect.
Quickly, I would also like to clarify like the sources of the new exotics in TU10, as I've seen some confusion on that. So as I mentioned earlier, the Regulus and the Ravenous are both related to the second raid. That's where you will get them. Secondly, the Vile and Mantis, if you're familiar with them from the PTS as well, they will be tied to the season 2, but they will be available in the overall loot pool starting, of course, as soon as the update goes out, just like the season 1 exotics were. So those are the sources for the new upcoming exotics, and yeah, hopefully that clarifies things.
So they did say that in Title Update 10, they were going to make it a lot more clear on how to get exotics, which is going to be better for the overall community. And I'll explain that in the future, but just know that the new exotics will be just in the regular loot pool, except for the ones that come with the raid. Now, they did talk about stash space a little and why they aren't improving it, or why they aren't increasing it. Sorry, not improving it, increasing it. And they talk about that it would cause latency issues. It would cause connection issues in the long haul. And they already maxed it out to the full potential that they could. And listen to what they say.
An update on that. People were asking about stash space and inventory space. And I said last week that, was it last week or one before that? I can't remember.
I think it was last week. We talked about it.
Yeah, that when we did the increase, we increased it to as high as possible, thinking that would be a one-time only. I did though still investigate, because I see the ask. But the bad news is that yes, we really actually stretched it as far as we could when we made the increase. So we are not able to increase it any further, because if we do that, then we are going to be introducing connectivity issues and latency and stuff like that because of the size.
Okay, one thing. No, it's really good to know. At least we have a final answer on that.
So we found out a lot of really good information in the state of the game. Title Update 10 release date, Season 2, what we're kind of getting in the rewards track, what's coming new with Season 2, when the new raid is kind of scheduled to come out. We don't have an exact date, but a nice little ballpark frame. It could be a little bit later, a little bit sooner. No one knows. And then so hopefully you guys appreciate this summary of this state of the game. I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Nothing But Skills is out.